So here we are back in Columbia Falls, Montana. I did a video on the neighborhoods around here about 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago now, and I thought I would show you what's going on because things have definitely changed here in town. So in this video, we're going to tour some of the neighborhoods we did in the last video and show some new ones that weren't even here during the last video. So join us and we'll take a look around Columbia Falls and show you what's available, what are the current prices around here, and at the end of the video, make sure you stick around. We are going to show you the actual falls here in Columbia Falls. So let's start out our tour by taking a trip up Nucleus Avenue, and as you will see on your left here, there are new condos going in that have already been put in since the last time I did a video. You got the Gunsight Saloon now that has a big open area for bands in the summer. Great place. More condos being built over here with commercial on the bottom. These condos right here are just recently finished, almost finished. But yeah, Columbia Falls is definitely changing and updating the buildings, and new buildings are going in. They're kind of benefiting from the overflow of whitefish. A lot of people that wanted to be in whitefish got priced out of whitefish, and they ended up moving over here to Columbia Falls. And there's a developer that's building all these new condos and just upgrading a lot of the downtown area, and it's turned into a nice little town. And like I said earlier, there's some new neighborhoods that I'm going to give you a tour of in this video that I didn't in the last one because they weren't even there, or there are very few houses there. And some of the ones that I went through last time, you will notice, have definitely grown, and there's a lot more houses in these neighborhoods. And we'll just show you around, and let's start out by looking at Timber Ridge. So Timber Ridge is located just to the west of the Highway 2 intersection with Highway 40. So it's in a great location if you're trying to get down to Kalispell or straight into Columbia Falls or straight back to Whitefish. So this is one of the neighborhoods that I was telling you that I didn't do in the last video because it wasn't even built up like it is now. I believe it had just been platted out. But as you will see, there are lots of homes that have been built in here. This sits up on a little bluff, and there's great views back to the east towards Glacier Park. And then as you can see down to the right, you can look south all the way down towards Kalispell and the airport. But this is a popular area, again, because of where it's located and its easy access to Whitefish, Columbia Falls, and Kalispell, since you're right there at the intersection of all those highways. And like I said, these houses kind of went up very fast. They sold very fast. And as of the time of making this video, there are 0 houses for sale in here. So that also tells you this is a popular area. And over the past year, there have been 6 homes that did sell in here. And they ranged in price from $845,000 for a 2,400 square foot house that's 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, all the way up to $1.1 million for a 3,200 square foot house that was on 1.3 acres, and it was also 4 bedroom, 3 bathroom. So the next neighborhood we're going to look at is called Cedar Point, and it is located just to the south of the downtown Columbia Falls area, and it's right along the river. And it's just a nice little neighborhood. It's very small, but if you notice between the last time I did a video and this time, it's way more built up than it was. There's still a couple of empty lots in here. But the good part about this neighborhood is it's right along the river, and they got little paths, walking paths around the neighborhood and along the river. And so great spot. You're right in town. And it is, because of that, another popular neighborhood. And the prices in here, right now there's 4 homes that are for sale, and they range in price from $699,000 for a 2,100 square foot house that's 4 bedroom, 3 bath, all the way up to $1.3 million for a 2,700 square foot, 4 bedroom, 3 bath house. And as you can see, the houses down here at the south end of this little development are right along the river, so they have great views of the river and the surrounding mountains. So the next neighborhood I want to show you is called the Benches, and it is located just to the east of Columbia Falls, just as you cross the river. And it's up on, as you would imagine, a little bench. And so there's great views of the mountains up here. And this is done by one of the builders that's been around for a long time in this valley called Terry Homes. And right now, they are in the process of, building out this subdivision. There's still tons of empty lots, but they're selling homes in here right now. None are for sale at the moment. The ones that you see under construction have already been spoken for, but the prices in here, they're starting out at $675,000 for a 2,200 square foot, 4-bedroom, 3-bath house, all the way up to $769,000 for a 4-bedroom, 4-bath house that's 2,800 square feet. And like I said earlier, Terry Homes has been around the valley for a long time, and I've sold a lot of their homes that they've built, and they do a great job. And obviously, there's plenty more homes that are going to be built in this neighborhood, another brand new one that we're showing you. So if you are interested, we can definitely hook you up with them and get you your own place here in the Benches. So the next neighborhood I want to show you is one we did on the original video, and it's called Moose Crossing, and it's located a couple miles north of town, and it's as you're heading up the North Fork Road, and this is just one of my favorite parts of Montana, and even though you're a couple miles out of town here, it's just a beautiful spot. It feels like you're in the middle of the wilderness. The lots in here are a lot bigger than the earlier ones that I showed you in town. And because of that, again, it's a very popular neighborhood. And right now, there are no homes for sale in here. And also to show you the popularity, there's only been 2 sales over the past year, and they were both over $1 million. One of them was a 2,600 square foot house, 4-bedroom, 3-bath. It was on 3 acres. And another one was a 2,200 square foot house. It was on 4.8 acres. That was 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And the great thing about this subdivision is, like I said, you feel like you're out in the middle of nowhere, and you're close to everything up the North Fork and everything that the North Fork has to offer. You got the river right running along there. You've got Pole Bridge further up the road, and it goes all the way up to the Canadian border. But this is one of the great subdivisions and obviously very popular, and that's why there's nothing available. So the next neighborhood we're going to show you is another brand new one, and it's another one that was done by Terry Homes, as we showed you earlier. This one is called Halfmoon Meadows, and it's right off of Halfmoon Road, which comes straight off of Highway 2. So again, great location to get out of Columbia Falls and get down to Kalispell, get over to Whitefish. It's very near the Timber Ridge that I showed you in the beginning. But the homes in here, again, popular subdivision. All of Columbia Falls has been popular over the last few years. This one has no houses for sale currently, but over the past year, 2 have been sold in here, and they ranged in price from $600,000 for a 1,300 square foot, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, up to $865,000 for a 2,400 square foot, 3-bedroom, 3-bath home. So that brings us to Meadow Lake, which is located just to the northwest of Columbia Falls. And Meadow Lake is a big complex. It's made up of a few different neighborhoods. This first part that we're going to drive through is the original neighborhood that was built when they first built the golf course. You have the clubhouse here to your left, which has a restaurant in it. It's also where the pro shop is for the 18-hole golf course. And this golf course is one of the nicer ones in the valley. It's very difficult. I can vouch for that. But it's a nice complex. A lot of Canadians have bought in this complex. And in this original part, there's a lot of timeshare condos as well. So you have your choice of an actual single-family home, timeshares. There's some condos in here. And then we'll look at the other neighborhoods that I was talking about. The newer neighborhoods are Whisper Village and Mountain Watch, so let's take a look at those. So here in Whisper Village, you have an actual outdoor swimming pool that's part of this little neighborhood, and this neighborhood is made up of this loop that goes around, and on the inside part of the loop, there are the townhouses that back up to a common area. And on the outer loop, you have the bigger single-family homes. And on the other side from where we are right now, the homes border the actual golf course. So in this neighborhood, currently there's one place for sale. It's a single-family home that is on the golf course, and it's listed for $888,000. It's 2,400 square feet, 3-bedroom, 3-bath. And over the past year, there's only been one place that's sold in here. It was one of the townhomes on the inner part of this loop, and it sold for $762,000. It was an 845 square foot house, 3-bedroom, 3-bath. And the newest neighborhood in Meadow Lake is called Mountain Watch, and we showed you this on the last video, but since then there have been a lot more homes that have been built in here. Again, popular spot. It's on the north end of Meadow Lake. And right now there are 3 homes that are currently for sale in Mountain Watch. They range from $1.2 million for a 2,844 square foot, 3-bedroom, 3-bath home, all the way up to $2.3 million for a 4,000 square foot, 4-bedroom, 5-bathroom home. And there's only been one house that has sold in here over the past year, and it sold for less than $1 million. It was a 2,300 square foot home that was 3-bedroom, 3-bath. And all these homes, or I shouldn't say all of them, most of them, as we get further up here, border hole number 3, if you're familiar with the Meadow Lake Golf Course. So as promised, I said I would show you the falls in Columbia Falls, but here's the deal. There are no falls. The reason Columbia Falls is called Columbia Falls is because when it became a town, there was already Columbus, Montana, and they didn't want Columbia. They were just going to name Columbia Falls Columbia, but they didn't want it to be confused with Columbus, so they added the falls to it. So as you can see, this is as much as the water drops in Columbia Falls. So be sure to check out this other video right here that I did a couple years ago, and it'll be interesting to see how these neighborhoods have changed over the years.
Thank you for watching our video. Please call, text, or email for more information, and don't forget to watch our other videos about Montana.